Hello, mostly human beings. My name's Tommy, and this is something that I feel most of us just kind of disregard, is our influence on others. See, we're so trapped in our own world that we don't even realize how much of a change we bring to other people. You have such a huge impact on people, more than you could ever know, through the words that you speak, the way that you act around them, the way that you treat them, the way that you talk about God. All these little things, they add up and they change people's lives. So you got to ask yourself, who am I going to be? Am I going to be the light of the world? Am I going to be the salt of the earth? Or am I going to be someone that just watches, just observes and does nothing and comes up with these scenarios in their head? I've been that person for a long time. I used to be. And I understand how much we can just get lost smoking our cig, just not really caring about other people. But we gotta be this person right here. We have to be the light of the world. To our friends, every interaction that you have with them is so important. Every single one. You just may not see it that way, but that's the truth. You are so important to them, or at least I hope. If not, find new friends. Absolutely find new friends. That they will take your word and actually listen to it. So don't come from a place of trying to teach them and berate them, but talk about your experience with God, with really anything, things that you've learned the hard way. Help them get over their vices, accomplish their goals. Like, if you have a friend that's struggling with nicotine addiction, help them. Be the person that can get them to that next step. Talk to them about why it's bad. If somebody's struggling with porn, walk them through it. Hold them accountable. Be that person that they can hold on to. Be that rock. Because a lot of people in this world are not that person. But we're different. We're going to be different. We're going to influence people to bring God's kingdom here on earth through every conversation, because that's what it takes. That's what it takes to have real change in this world, especially in your family. This one's hard. This one's probably the hardest out of all of them, because a lot of your family sees you as the kid, like a little kid, because you were a little kid whenever they really knew you. So it's easy for them to disregard what you have to say. But as long as you act as you're supposed to, they'll notice. They'll watch that. And they'll start to ask questions, be curious. And if not, wipe the dust off your feet. Move on. Because you have much more people to influence. Your coworkers. See, this gets a little more tricky because there's that wall in front of us that's like, oh, I shouldn't talk about God. I shouldn't talk about this deep shit with my coworkers. That's bullshit. Bro, that's just a cultural construction that isn't real. It's not. So why are you letting it hold you back from having real conversation? Don't just have small talk with people. That's just boring. Have real conversations with people. Help them through things. Ask them how you can pray for them. Even if they're really in the faith, a lot of times people struggle and fall away. So being that rock for them will change their life and influence them in a positive direction. You existing has changed the world. I really want you to resonate with that. Every moment that you've had interacting with physical matter and people, you've made a change in the world. And that's so powerful. Use that for good. Use that to move people towards where they should be heading. Towards God, yes, but towards more love, towards more giving, away from sin, away from lust, pride, greed, all of the above. Because if you do that, you're making the world a better place one person at a time. And that's what living's all about. Is just influencing people to feel the love of God. Because it's so strong. You felt it in your life. You may even feel it as I'm speaking. But you need to give that to other people, because think about how powerful it has been for you. Imagine what that can be for other people, especially strangers. I went to this concert recently, and this kid was vaping in front of me, and he offered it to this girl that he was with, and she was like, no, no, no. And I had interjected and was like, that's a good answer. Like, nice, good job. And then he continued talking about like, yeah, like I should quit and stuff. And so I was like, quit right now. Give me that vape, I'll go throw it away, and you're gonna quit today. And he's like, oh, I don't know, man, I don't know. But just even one more like, hey, like if you want to do this, let's do this right now. And he gave it to me. And then when I threw it away, because we influence everyone in our life. If I hadn't said anything, he probably would be continue to vape to this day. Now, he could have bought another one. That's up to him. He has his own moral agency. He can decide what he wants to do. But even in that moment, we helped people do what they wanted to do. And that's what we got to do. We have to be there for people. We have to step up, be these leaders, and draw them into who they want to be. True love and guidance. Because without that, the world falls into insanity. Look where it is now. There are so many people in this world who are lost, have nobody, and just one small moment could completely change their lives. Really, really draw that deep into your soul. Really understand that you, the person behind that screen, behind that camera that I'm looking at right now, you can change the world one person at a time. So I'm going to leave you with that. Make sure you make the change that you want to see in this world, because who else will?